Hi everyone, this is Marlena. Welcome to our group call today. We are going to be answering some questions that have come in and talking a little bit about some feng shui cures. I wanted to also invite you to subscribe to the channel and watch the 3 new videos that I just uploaded on the channel. One is for the 4th of July. Uh, Another one's for your best days to get your hair cut. And the main one for the month is the Feng Shui Flying Stars for the month of July. And you're not going to want to miss any of these wonderful videos that I just uploaded for you. There will be a real brain opener for you. Now today, the questions that are coming in from on the line and in my email box, I have one here about a small apartment that only has 2 windows basically in it, bringing in some sunlight, and they want to know if putting some plants in that apartment would raise the chi for them. Now, as we know, plants will thrive in the sun. They do need to have water, of course, and some of them need to have a special food. I know that I have plants here that I need to put this green food liquid in there for them to really thrive. Now, we also should know that plants really thrive in the east of a space and, in the yard. Okay, so the east area of the home, uh, if you have a room where you can put some plants, that would really be great. Um, Unless it's a bedroom, all right? So that would be the only thing I would say is do not put plants in your bedroom, all right? So also for feng shui and energy purposes, the best plants to have in your home are plants with round leaves on them. All right. Now I know I have purchased some money plants, and every one of them in the store has these pointed plant leaves on them, and I often wondered why um, they would be considered money plants. Uh, if I'm looking at a plant in a feng shui perspective. But I haven't had any problems with those. But I would say the ones that I really do not like are cactus plants. They have needles on them, and we all know what a needle does, right? Acupuncture. Um, that's what a cactus plant reminds me of. Just stabbing you, like with needles or kniving. So I really do not recommend any cactus plant in the house or even in the yard. I'm in the south here, and when I got here, I had a huge amount of cactus in the backyard, and it was really tall. I mean, like 100 foot tall. And people that would come here were like, they'd stare at it at the way it was growing, and they're like, "Wow, that thing is humongous!" And I had it taken away. So it took like truckloads of cactus, and I was just shocked. They said there were several tons of cactus, and I was like, well, it's got to go. I did not want to, have that effect of arguments, because that's what it reminds me of, being stabbed by your neighbors or something. I don't like the energy of, the needle effect. Anything stabbing, anything sharp should not be exposed in your home, especially if it's facing towards you. So we'll talk about that a little bit. But for the plants, you know, for that apartment question, now I would say, do a little test, right? go get a plant or two and place them in that area where it does get the light in your apartment, and you know, keep them watered and happy, right? Um, and do exactly what the instructions call for that plant, and see what happens. Because I know myself in here, I placed some plants on these stairs inside the home. There's like a couple of stairs, and one on each side of the, you know, staircase there. And when I get up in the morning, I thought, wow, you know, one of the plants was still in the pot. The other one was out of the pot and on the stair. And I was like, looking at it like, what the heck? It was like someone pulled it out of the pot. And I said, wow. So I thought, well, maybe an animal, you know, ran through the house, whatever. And I put it back in and all that and took care of it. It did the same thing again. And I thought, what's going on with this? So I put it back in. It did it again. I was like, I have a sense of humor, you know, and I'm like, all right, I gotcha. So I put the plant back in its pot, and I put it over on the other side with the other one. And I said, let's see what happens now. Nothing happened. It stayed in the pot. So I said to myself, I got it. You cannot have a, you know, plant on this side of the stair. My house, it's comical. It will feng shui itself. For like 5 years, I had this, you know, wreath that I made up over the door in here. And one day I hear like a kaplunk, real light sound, and I said, okay, what fell? So I walk through the house. I see that that thing is off of its hook. After 5 years, it's on the floor. And I'm like, okay, I got you. So I took it, I threw it in the garbage, cleaned up the little mess it made, and I said, now do you want something else there? I mean, I'm talking to the house, and you know, I got it now. I understand my house the way it you know, does its little feng shuiing of its own as well. You know, so I get inspiration sometimes, and you know, I recently was getting all these orders for art, and I'm like, okay, where I was doing, you know, personal um, paintings for people, small ones, and I forgot that I even had it online. It was on there for 10 years, and all of a sudden, I got all kinds of orders from all different kinds of people, and I'm like, huh, something's going on. You want me to do art again? So I decided I would do something different and adding the vibration, right, along with feng shui, and do energetic art for the home, and, you know, make sure that it you know, works well for everybody's house. And so that link will be underneath this video for everyone to go check all the art out. It's really cool. It's awesome. I did put my orders in for it after I created it, because the people will print it for me and then they'll ship it out. So I'm like, wonderful. So I had some of it done for myself, and I put it on the walls in here. I took things down and, you know, changed the vibration in every corner of the house basically. And I did notice as soon as I changed the art, the vibration in the house changed and things started flowing more freely again. I'm like, this is good. So I wanted to share that with you. Sometimes, you know, moving an item or two out of the house works for people. Sometimes bringing something, you know, that fits in that sector will work for you. A lot of times you have clutter in your home, and that stops up the wealth or the health or the relationships, right, from coming to you. So we got to really be inspecting our homes all the time, inside and outside, right, keeping the energy free flowing, all right, in your home. All right, so let's look at this. We have the plant question pretty much answered at this point. Let me know how that goes for you, John, about the plants, okay? Yeah, all right. Now, we have another question where I really couldn't do anything about this one, but the client of mine is asking, they changed the stuff around in their home, got rid of some furniture and brought some other things in, and their mother is about to come and visit, and they're worried about the way their mother's going to respond to the new setup and the new furniture, because when their mom comes, they would like the house to be exactly like it was all the time. That's just the way they've been their whole lives. Like, don't change anything ever, stay stuck, kind of thing. And they want to know if there's something they could do. And I said, you're going to have to go with the flow and, stay in your power, right? You have boundaries. And if it causes some kind of argument or something like that, move their chair, that if it's still in there, the chair that they like to sit in when they visit, put it in the spot it used to be just for the week or two that they're there, and then put it back to stop the argument, things like that. But just say, I wanted to change my house around a little bit. It is my house, right? So you have every right in the world to have your house the way that it feels good for you. All right. And the energy's flowing for you. So there's that one. And, we have to do what we have to do. I have several people that have been, asking about having their bathroom in their money corner in their home. And a lot of people do have that, or they have it in the center of the house, and we have to remedy them in a different way. And everybody's house is a different house, so there's different remedies for everyone. All right. For the most part, if you have a bathroom in the money corner, okay, you want to keep the door closed, all right, and all the drains, closed. So you got to close the sink drain and the shower drains, and then you close down the toilet seat. If you do not have a window in that bathroom, okay, there is a suggestion of getting a very solid, heavy crystal and hanging it from the center of the bathroom ceiling. Not so low that you're going to hit your head on it, okay? So you want to try that remedy just to balance the energy there. Also, underneath the sink, you can get a red ribbon and tie it around the pipe. All right, that's another remedy that I heard about. I haven't tried it here, I'm being honest, for my home at all. But this is what people are doing and saying, they swear by it. So, if you're having a problem with your money flow, and your bathroom is in that corner of your house, okay? These are the remedies that we could use. All right. You cannot hang any art in the bathroom, so I can't suggest energetic art to you for that money corner. For the bathroom, I would say you can hang it on the outside of the bathroom door, okay, or on the walls around it in that area. So that's where I would hang my energetic art for my money corner, if you have that bathroom issue, okay? If your bathroom is in the center of your space, that's another issue, because that is the main health sector of the home, right? All of the house is a health sector. If you think about it, you want to keep your health in every area of your life, right? You want to keep your finances healthy and your relationships healthy as well. But the center of the home, the energy there is an earth energy, and it goes through the entire space. Okay, so whatever happens in the center of the house, all right, is going to flow into every area of the home. So we want to look at that. Now, if that's your bathroom, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to close the door, okay? Close the drains and keep it absolutely spotless clean, all right? Seriously clean, all right? You got to think about that, all right? So that energy goes through your entire life, all right? What's going on in the center of you? Think about that, right? In the center of your body, okay? So everything is in the center of your body. If you think about it, all your energy chakras are there, right? Yeah? Your heart, right? Your brain. Think about it, right? Okay. And your, organ to, recreate life. All that's in the center, okay, of your being. So you really want to pay attention to what's going on in the center of your home. And then I suggest going into each room, all right, and standing in the center as much as you can locate the center of the room, all right. Close your eyes and breathe in and say, what is the energy in this room? Right? What is the energy in this room that I'm in right now? You can close your eyes as I am doing this right now. So wherever you are right now, if you're sitting in a chair listening to me, that's great. Just close your eyes right now and quietly ask, what is the energy in this room? What answer did you get? All right. That's what you got to work on. Whatever that energy is, okay? What word did you get? Okay? Then go into another room later and do the same thing, okay? We want to check our home's vibration, okay? And then go through again after you go outside. Go outside, walk around, okay? Look at the trees and the sky and, walk on the grass a little bit. If you have some grass there. Get a little grounded, we all need to get grounded, especially now with the energy of the fire dragon, right? The wood dragon of this year is pushing everything forward. It's really hot. The energy is hot and fiery, and you can tell by the way people are acting, okay? Lots of anger, all right, being, stirred up. A lot of emotions coming up to the surface to be healed and cleared. Um, if you've been holding anger against people and you didn't even remember it and you forgot about it and you didn't think you were, it might come up to be healed. So allow yourself to, feel into it and go, thank you for showing up. Now I can heal that. Instead of panicking, right, when it shows up or getting angry and staying angry. No, thank you for showing up. I really do appreciate that. Let me let it go now. Okay? So we want to work on that. We want to go through each room, ask what the energy, the overall energy is in that room. Go outside, right? 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever. Or take a drive, go to the store and, get your bottle of water or whatever. And then come back home. But before you walk in, you set an intention. When I walk into this space, I am the energy of joy. Okay? So when you come in, you say, how much joy is in this room? Right? What is the vibration of joy in this room? And listen, does this room need more joy? Right? And if you hear the word yes, okay, Then make a note of that, okay, in each room. Not every room is going to say yes, right? Unless it really does. It all depends. Now you go into each room with that intention to find out how much joy is in this house, right? Yeah. Does this room need more joy? All right. And if it says yes, say great. Now look around that room and really investigate. And then ask yourself, what in this room is taking away my joy? And look at everything there, right? From the ceiling to the floor. What in this room does not bring me joy? What in this room has to go? Okay? So really look at that right now and ask yourself honestly, what in this room is not bringing me joy, and what in this room has to go? Okay, so look around, make a note, and then get your garbage can. And it may be hard for some people because they had that thing for so long, or somebody gave it to them, or somebody made it, or whatever. Take it out of that room, okay? And for the most part, you can throw it away, get rid of it, because it lacks joy. And in my heart, I cannot give somebody something that lacks joy. It doesn't have joy at all right? Sometimes it's something you never expected to be taking down your vibration in your house. Well, I bought that. I really liked it. You know, I still kind of like it. I'm not in love with it. It's okay. You know, that kind of energy is not full joy. So, how can we bring more joy into each room? All right. Now, it may take a week or two to get the joy flow in your home, but it's worth it. It is well worth it to raise that joy vibration in your home from the door to the door. You get it? What I'm saying? From the front to the back. Oh, here's a really good question from Larna. Larna is writing in today from Australia. Wonderful. And she is asking about having beams over the bed, which is not good feng shui at all. You can get headaches and, you know, different things from having the beams over your head. It's also like having sharp arrows, you know, jabbing you wherever they are aiming. So especially if you're sitting under them, or sleeping under the beams. So in the bedroom, all right, if you do have exposed beams, some people paint them, you know, to the color of the ceiling. All right, sometimes it's the same color because it's all wooden beams coming down, right? Uh, like a log cabin has that a lot of times. Um, and what you can do is get a canopy and place it over the bed, okay? That will help for that. If they're in another area of the home and, you know, maybe the living room and you have your sofa and your chairs set up in there, just look above, right? And try not to sit underneath those beams where they're coming down. And if you can, you know, cover them, you know, with some kind of fabric or something. That would help in some, you know, occasions. Other times you can paint them, you know, to white or something like that to the color of the ceiling. But you know, it's difficult if you have all wood, you know, like a log cabin does. So I myself, I look for these things, you know, if I'm going to buy a home or move or something, um, and take all these things into consideration now that I know about them. I want to, you know, impress upon you to look around your space and see where there are, you know, poison arrows maybe pointing at you, right? Such as a closet. So sometimes in a room, it's a square or rectangle room, and the closet is in one of the corners and it sticks out towards you in that room. So if that's an issue, you know, we have to remedy that. So there's different remedies for that. You know, you'd have to reach out to me and we'll work on that. You know, you might need a consultation for this. It all depends, but I look around, and if you have coffee tables that are pointed, all right, you know, make sure that they're not pointing at you when you're sitting down or your company. Okay, these are some of the things I was able to get round, you know, ended tables, and very nice. I was like, thank you for that. A round ended desk as well. How wonderful, right? Instead of having it all darted out, sticking out, and pointing. Now that I know these things, okay? So I'm looking into um, you know, each room and where I set up the furnishings, okay, and how they're set up. Now, if you have these coffee tables or a kitchen table that is, you know, square and it's got those points, and you want to remedy that, you know, with ease, is get a little cover, right, and just cover over the table. All right. So sometimes you don't have a covering, but you want to cover it. So maybe you have like a shawl in your home, right? Or you can get a shawl or a table one, you know, a table cover, whatever you can get. It works magic, okay, to cover those corners. You know, you can do some different decorating ideas to remedy these things, all right? But for a wall sticking out, um, we need to work on where that is located in the home, and what different remedies we need to use, you know, to fix that, bring a solution to it for your situation, because every home is unique and different. I notice a lot of the new construction homes have these, you know, they look really nice ceilings, you know, but when I look at them, I'm like, oh no, these are not good. You know, they think they look beautiful, you know, with all these indents in them and different designs up there and stuff. But as you look at it as energy and feng shui, it is not a good idea. But they don't know feng shui, so they think it's okay, you know. And all these new kitchens with the center island with a stove in there or a sink in there, you really got to think about it, right? What's in the center, you know, in your kitchen, right? So just say they put a sink in there and straight across from it is the oven. Not good feng shui. Brings arguments to the house, right? Why? You have fire and water. They don't mix, okay? The water will put out the fire, you know, eventually. So you're going to have arguments in that home. So you want to look at these things before you make a move or you make an upgrade to your house, okay? Um, and some apartments, you're going to find these things as well now, you know, upgraded apartments and things. They think they're, you know, making it nice and using the craft or whatever, but it's not good feng shui. It's not good energy. So you really want to um, investigate before you make a sudden move, right? And then there was people asking me recently about um, if I have heard about moving, you know, 9 items in your home Some said 18 items, whatever video they were watching, and what do I think about it? And I said, well, first of all, if you want to move 9 items in your house, they just say to you, like, take 9 items and move them to another spot. Now, what if those 9 items, all right, belong in a money corner? All right, and that's where they are right now, in a money corner. And you move those 9 items into the kitchen. What's going to happen? You know, your money corner vibe is going to go down, and stuff is going to be chaotic in your digestive system, right? And in your communication. Because in the kitchen, we cook, we eat, right? And we communicate. So you think about this, right? What's in these areas in your home? And I come to expose that energy that is going to, you know, not work well at all with you, right? Or anybody in your life that lives in that house with you or comes to visit you, right? You know that your home is, you know, a 3D vision board inside and out. So I ask people all the time, if you were, you know, just a person that drove by your home and there's 10 houses on your street, what house on your street would get the most attention and why? Right? Make it your house. Make your house have the most, you know, chi, the positive chi on the street, the best curb appeal possible. All right, even if it's an apartment, you know, brighten up your front door then. All right, with a beautiful, you know, welcome sign, you know, something like that that really is colorful and it draws the attention. It raises the chi, you know, for you, for your home, for your apartment, you know, for your, you know, living space, wherever that is. Even if you live in a trailer or a camper, you can raise the chi there. You can live in your car, okay? I have, you know, experienced a couple of clients, you know, and they're still around, believe me, and they would be living in their car for a certain reason, you know, things happen, and they were still, you know, making money from their car, right? And it sounds kind of weird, but when I worked with them, you know, we were able to shift some energy and boost their business skills, and they started making money. And I said, well, why don't you go stay, you know, in like a little rooming house or a hotel or something like that. You know, one of them did do that. And now they're, you know, in a really good paying job. And they, you know, first went to like a rooming house, and that place helped them to get a job and start to, you know, get them back on their feet. And then they got them, you know, an apartment and helped them to continue, you know, with that. And now they were told they have to move out of that apartment because they're making too much money. All right. So that's from working with me. I don't only do feng shui, I also, you know, am an intuitive healer. So, you know, master at manifesting, you know, things for people. So when I work with people, you know, I'm working with their energy. So I'm working with your home's energy at this point when we work with feng shui. So each house is, you know, unique, and each person is unique. Each home has a different address, right? A different set of numbers, a different vibration. And not only that, you know, I like to let people know that every house has a purpose, okay? So some houses, the purpose is to bring up families, right? Another house is to maybe be great for quietness, meditation, writing, things like that. All right, working with, different clients where it's meditation, right? Chakras, stuff like that. There's houses for, money. So you can move into a home and it's a money house, so your business would flow in that home. So you want to know these things, you know what I mean, before you move somewhere. Um, like a older couple needs a house that is, geared for a older couple that wants quiet, right? And they want to enjoy health, okay? Where a younger couple, okay, wants to have a house where a family will be able to be created, okay? And they will be able to have workflow, okay? That there's different things, we got to think about. And I remember, when I was looking at houses and I thought, you know, I was young, so I'm like, well, I don't like this house. I moved into it and it wasn't my idea. Okay, I had no control really over it at that moment. And it ended up to be Indian burial ground, which ended up to be a really hard house to live in, of course. And I took on like businesses after several years, and I began doing house cleansing and house cleaning at the same time. So I remember looking at different houses and I said, these are beautiful, but, right, they had the staircases going up and this and that. And I thought, what are these people going to do when they're senior citizens in this house? You know? You don't think about that when you're 20 and 30 and 40, right? But now when I look at it, I go, I was right in my 30s asking that question, right? Because I saw, different people as I was doing their houses, the senior citizens and stuff, they could hardly get around. And I said, thankfully, they're on one floor. And then there's other, senior citizens that are moving around like zip, zip, zip. It all depends. But still, if you think about it, right, when you go to buy a house, all right, think about what your goal is at that time in your life, all right? What is your goal? All right. Is this house that you're going to move into going to, bring that source of that goal to you? And you need to find out if it is the right home, okay? So that's part of what I do for people. I help them to make the right move, okay? So if you're planning on moving or selling or, feng shuiing your home the right way, just reach out to me, all right? I know that we've all had, consultations here and stuff like that. But if you want to go deeper, now that you worked with me, now that we've been doing these group calls now, and you got different questions, send them to me and I will get back to you, all right? I love to support people, all right? That's why I'm here. I learned so much, okay, by experiencing it, okay? Um, House cleansing, I am really good at it, all right? I have the MP3s for that, all right? I have a whole package about it, actually. Um, money, I can manifest it, right? Okay. Relationships, I can help you, with those, okay? Um, and a lot of the health issues as well, all right? I don't know if you know, but I had a client that lost their job, all right, during them lovely, couple of years we had here. And they were on a summit and reached out to me, and I helped them, to figure out what kind of, job opportunity they would like to have at that time. So they said they like to work with people and help people. And I said, well, how about this? And, they ended up getting a nurse's aide in a home. So it'd be a home health aide. And they landed that job within 2 weeks of us doing what we were doing and them applying. So they got a nice job with a nice woman, and they really liked it. So after a couple of weeks, I guess, went by, something happened to the person that they were taking care of. So they brought him to the doctor or hospital, whatever it was. And the doctor said, they would have to be put into one of those electric chairs because they couldn't walk anymore suddenly, right? And the person that was taking care of him was panicking because they're saying, now what do I do? They have no relatives or family. I'd have to give up my place and move in here to take care of them because they felt like they shouldn't leave them alone, right? So anyway, they contacted the daughter, and the daughter said, I'll get there when I can, basically. And I'm like, really? So she said, I have to wait for the daughter to get here and the insurance company because there was a flood there or something like that. And I'm like, okay. So I said, I want you to do one thing. I said, let's stop waiting. You ready to take care of it now? She said, yes. I said, all right. I said, now I want you to get a compass, aim it at this, area of the house right now. I'm going to hang up. I want you to go there. I want you to find out what's there, and I'll guarantee there is clutter there. So they get back to me and say, you're absolutely correct. I said, okay. I said, now move the clutter. Throw it out. They said, oh, I can't. It's from the flood. It's all the stuff we threw it there. And I'm like, well, put it out in the garage until the insurance company comes. All right. So they did that. We hung up. 2 hours later, I get a call. You're not going to believe this. I said, what do you mean? Not going to believe this. Yes, I will. They said, the lady just got up and walked across the room. So this is energy, people. This is feng shui. This is why I like what I'm doing, right? I enjoy the testimonials. All right, so the pile of clutter was in the part of the house that will bother your legs, your hips, your feet, okay? Right? Your lower back, that kind of thing. It was stopping her from being able to walk. How incredible is energy, okay? So think about this, okay? That's why I'm, bringing to you this information, okay? So that know that your house is energy, and the energy in your home supports you or does not support you. And that's why we come together and we remedy these things to the best of our ability, okay? There are some things that, we cannot change, such as the address of a home, right? Think about that. We can't change the year it was built, okay? Right? Yeah. But you can change the colors on the wall, okay? You can change the decor of the house, okay? You can change the room, right? So sometimes that house might have had, a bedroom, and you can change it to an office, a laundry room, a bathroom, whatever. It could be a kitchen when you get done with it. But you want to make sure that is going to be in the right spot, and it's going to support you and your energy at that point, right? There are many people that just go ahead and, make a change, not knowing. And all of a sudden, everything falls apart in their life, right? And that's because the energy, right? So just say that we'll go with the money corner, everybody's interested. So just say your money corner, okay, is there, and you don't know nothing about feng shui, okay? And you say, well, I don't like that room that's there. Let's put a bathroom there, right? You know nothing. You leave the door open, the drains up. Won't be too long before your finances start responding, going down the drain, overspending, things breaking down, taking your money, siphoning your money. See, these are the things that is so good to know about energy, right? And how it flows in your life, in a house, right? What are your best directions for you, right? And everybody in your home, right? So these are different things that we bring forth to you at this time, right? My guides are guiding me to guide you through this process. So I'm sharing as much as I can with you to open your eyes to see what is happening in your space, okay? I ended up with a lot of people coming in fear, fear of something, happening in their life, or fear of, the thing that is happening in their life right now that is not supporting them, and it's taking their joy, all right? Sometimes it's a person that takes your joy. So you have to set a boundary and keep them out of your space, all right, to the best of your ability. If there's arguments going on between the spouses or the parents and the, kids or things like that, we have to remedy that. And it can be done in the house, all right? And it's worth it. It really is worth it to remedy these things and bring in peace. So with that said, today, I want to just share again with you the energetic art, okay? There are t-shirts you can wear, wall art, okay? The posters or canvas, mouse pads, coasters to put your drinks on. There's some other items there that I put on there. There's coffee, all right? There's like different kinds of coffee. I called it magic beans, okay? I was able to, design the bag beyond what they had, and I thought, how cool is this, right? And, it's magic coffee as far as I'm concerned now, that has that energy to it that I sent into it, and I intend to send more energy, that's positive to people as they make a purchase. They are deciding to raise their chi, to raise their vibration, to bring in a more positive, solution into their life, to bring in a really good experience. And I know myself, I want to thrive in every area of my life, right? And I want thriving clients and thriving friends, right? And thriving relatives, thriving neighbors, okay? Because where I live, okay, if that, neighborhood is not thriving, okay, I have to look at why, okay? And, remedy it so it doesn't attack me as well, right? Or move. Sometimes you do need to move, okay? And I get that because I needed to move out of that haunted house I was in, all right? Um, wasn't a fun place at all. But I learned a lot about house cleansing and energy, you know, how to make it happen, right? Even against all odds, okay? So you can start a business anytime you want. You can start, you know, applying for jobs anytime you want. You can change your, you know, employment anytime you want, all right? There's more than enough to go around. I want to say that again. There's more than enough opportunities to go around. So thank you for today's group call. If you do have any questions, let me know. Just reach out to me and ask your feng shui question. I'm not sure if you have joined my feng shui group on Facebook, but if not, you're welcome to do so. And if you have questions or comments, you can always post them in there. All right. Some people have, you know, put in some, you know, questions or pictures and things like that, and that's okay. All right. The only thing I will take down is if anybody is talking negative or, you know, something like that. I'll just remove it and them. So, you know, keeping it real and positive and flowing, you know, for everyone's, you know, blessings and joy. That's what I'm all about, bringing more joy into the space, into your heart, into your life, in every area. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you on our next group call. Have an awesome day. I know you will because you're awesome and you know you're awesome. So just start laughing and say, I know I'm awesome. I know I am awesome. Bye for now.